You maybe have heard that converters are dead in .NET MAUI. It's a lot of rumors out there about it, so we travel all the way to Redmond to get a confirmation about this. I tried to find Gerard Verschluis here from the .NET MAUI team, but I can't find him anywhere. So instead, we will leave the word to our own .NET expert, Daniel Hindrikes, that are back home in Sweden. So, hi Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. But if you try to find Gerald, you will not find him in Redmond. He's based in the Netherlands. But I will explain what this rumors is about. There have been a lot of posts about that converters are dead. And with this new thing in .NET MAUI, that's true. But I think it's so much bigger than it's just about converters. And this is like one of the biggest things that happened in .NET MAUI, together with the XAML source generator in years. So, and this also are using XAML source generator, or so to say, XAML source generation made this possible. And what this all is about is C# expressions. You can now write C# expression in your XAML, and I will show you how. So here we have Visual Studio Code, and this is how an app could look before. We have our isVisible and binding to the isBusy property, and then we have an inverted bool converter. That is very common use. I never actually used them. Instead, I created a second property, is not busy. But with this C# expression, you don't need to do that either. So, but to make this possible, there are a few things you need to do. Right now, I'm using a preview version of the .NET MAUI controls package, as you can see here, but as I understand it, this will be available in this version when it's released. So, but what you need to do is go here and enable MAUI XAML inflator and set that to source gen, and enable preview features to true, so you will get this feature. And then we can go back to our main page here, and we can remove the converter. Instead, we can just do like this. So no converters needed, never more again, because we can write C# right here in the binding, and we don't even need the binding keyword, so we can just do like this. Whoop! And I get an error here because the tooling doesn't understand this yet, but it will work. And the same we can do here with the binding to quantity and price. We don't need it anymore. But this is pretty basic things. And this is why people say converters are dead. But you have seen this, you see this second label here also, where we have a formatted string, we have a binding, we have string format. With C# expressions, we can do this so much easier, and I will show you that. So we go here, label, text. We don't need a formatted text for this use case anymore. So instead we create the binding, and we will make a string here. So we add a $, and here we write total price, just to differentiate from this span where we have sum. And now we don't even need the sum property that we have in the view model. We can calculate it directly here, just by doing this. So we also need a parenthesis to make the string formatting possible. And then we will write quantity and multiply that with price, to string, and then we write C2 for the currency formatting, just like this. And now we can go and run this, and we still have those errors that are not actually real errors. It's just the editor that doesn't know about this new way to run it. And now we can see that we had an error here, cannot implicitly convert int to string. Yeah, this is a text property and the type of string. So here we need to make those to strings, because that will not happen automatically for us anymore. So to string, just like this. Or it can also be solved by doing this, but we go for that. So here is the app, and we write 5 there and 1 there, and you can see we don't have any updates at all, and this is because I did this wrong. So the reason that this will not work is that quantity here is integer and price is a decimal, so that will be some problem, it seems like, when you have the two-way binding. So let's restore this and say binding here again for that one, and I will show you instead how it works for a label. We instead add a label here. Label, remove binding, quantity dot to string. So in this case, we can remove the binding word. So let's run the app again. So now we can update the values here. 10, and you see this quantity label updates, and now if I write 5 here, both total price and sum updates. So there you can see that the C# expressions works, but not for the two-way binding right now. Let's see how they will handle that in the future. But what you also can do is you can, for example, add a button here. And then a button can have an event handler like clicked. And then you can write this expression here as well. So like this. The IntelliSense will not support us that much here. So we have object sender, we can have it, and then we have the handler here. So it's a one-liner, so we can just do it like this. Quantity plus. And then we text one more item. Just like that. So, and now we can go and restart the app and see if it works. No, this doesn't seem to work, because if we make the terminal window a bit bigger here, we can see the name content does not exist in the current context. Okay, maybe this is a bug, because if we take a look here at some documentation, you should see that this should work. But yeah, this is only a preview version, so it will probably be fixed in the future. Here you also can see the other use cases. You can have ternary expressions. Let's try that. We remove the button for now. So we create an expression here. So quantity is less than 5. Then we can then we do like this, say a few items and many items. Yeah, let's try this. So now I had a build error here as well. It seems like this not working. Let's see if we add parentheses around this, if it worked then. No, still seems to have some problem, even if it should work like in the documentation. Yeah, let's try with the is busy property. Then it will be very similar to what we read. So, few items, yeah. Okay, let's go. A little bit hard to tell when we have those errors also here in the literature. Now it seems like it is not working right now. Still get the build errors, but now you have get an idea about how C# expression will work. As I said, this is in preview. I even use a PR build of .NET MAUI, so this is not included in the current stable NuGet package, but it will come in the future, and I think this is very promising. This will change the world for .NET MAUI developers a lot. And as I said, I really like this. This will be great features when they fix those bugs. Maybe they have fixed them already, but it seems like I have problem in the version I run at least. So back to you, Daniel. Okay, thank you for the update, Daniel. I will travel back to Europe and the Netherlands and try to get a comment from Gerald there. If you like this video, please subscribe, press the like button, and do all the other things that you used to do on YouTube. See you next time. Bye bye.